Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. This is the very first one I'm ever doing. Well, actually the second one. I've been practicing on my private channel. After the tests, I decided to create this new channel called Tip of the Wing TV. And I don't expect anyone to start watching straight away, but gotta keep things interesting until then. My name is Peter, and I live in the Netherlands, and we are streaming live from Lelystad airport. This is the very first stream on this channel, so we're still experimenting a little bit with settings and whatnot. Trying to get a close-up shots from every plane that's landing here. Starting out with this nice chopper incoming. Which seems to be, it's not a ambulance or anything. So I'll be honest with you, this is all very new to me. Not the camera part, because I'm a camera operator, a technical director for the company I work for. So we have a position here which makes this something go behind the glass plane, so sorry about that. The limitation of this outfit. Trying to get a little higher up on the staircase, but unfortunately this is the highest I can get right now. Maybe in the future we can make some arrangements to do a different position, but for now this is it. Got a sports plane landing right now. EHLE. I'll try to get more information on the planes that are actually landing and starting on this runway. But like I said, this is it's all pretty new to me, so I don't expect to be all that knowledgeable just yet. This will come with time, hopefully. Chopper is just touching down. Let's see if I can find some information about that. It's already logged off of the ADS-B channel. It's an Airbus helicopter, 135-635, based here in the Netherlands. And we're gonna check if there's more planes inbound right now. Now we have a runway that's actually upgraded in the last few years to actually accept commercial airplanes. Airplanes like the Airbuses and Boeings and stuff like that, but there's a lot of political discussions about whether or not this should actually happen. As always with airports, people living nearby are always scared of noise pollution, air pollution, stuff like that, which is acceptable. Understandable. So the runway has actually been extended to a max length of 2,700 meters. I think a lot in the last 4 or 5 years or something. We have a nice sunny day out here in the Netherlands. So like I said, the plan with this channel and this stream is to do airport streams mainly. But because I'm a live stream technical director, I have a lot of equipment ready to go. So what you're seeing and what you're hearing right now is all done with stuff I already owned. And as time goes by, we'll try to upgrade the components to actually meet the needs for these specific types of streams. So what you're watching right now is the image of a JVC camcorder, which actually has the farthest zoom range that I was able to accommodate, which is nice. Bigger than the lens I had for my Cine camera. I just tried that out like half an hour ago, but it was having a lot of trouble actually focusing on subjects. So there's a plane incoming right now, so let's check that out. The PHGIS is incoming right now. There we go. Sugata. Oh, I lost it. There it is. It's nice weather outside today. Sun's shining. Not much wind. There was more wind at the start of the day, but so far it's been really nice. So these actually might be planes from the flight school that's actually situated right here where I'm standing. Not sure. This was a Sugata TB9 Tampico that just touched down. We'll keep an eye out for more landing and starting planes. Starting the runway had a lot of traffic like an hour ago while I was still setting up, which is a shame. But we missed some of those. Not to worry though. Hopefully this is going to be a stream amongst many. And what you're hearing in the background is a guy on a car park who is actually talking on the phone on speaker in his car kit with the door open. So don't blame me for listening into a private conversation. Yeah. I might need a chair for this stuff because, to be honest, I don't really see myself standing for hours on end. So all these planes, these sports planes, they have a an altitude of around 1,300 feet, so it seems. I'm very much still experimenting with the data because these sport planes don't actually show up on Flight Radar. So Flight Radar is nice and all, and it's a very good app, but doesn't show all the planes that actually land here because these sport planes use a ADS-B protocol, which is something I learned just a week ago. But yeah, a chair would be nice, to be honest. This is one of the things I'm just learning about. There's a plane incoming that's taxiing right now. I think this is the plane that just landed. There's actually a PHKAX also taxiing out of the parking lot, so it seems. So let's focus on that. Yeah, this is the PA, the Sugata that just landed, and there's a KLM plane also right here, right behind it. Interesting. A very cute Aero Club plane. So the question is are they? Is one of them taxiing to actually go to the runway and to start, or are they both just parking? Because the one that just landed. And if any of you have any remarks during the stream about sound or preferences in terms of information, just let me know. This one is going straight back onto the runway, so it seems, which means it's going to get airborne again. But this one just landed, so that's very interesting. And the other one, the KLM as well, so we have two starts coming in here. And that's an old Mercedes you're hearing. It almost sounds like a plane, but it's definitely not. I just realized that I didn't plug in my camera onto power. Wind levels are actually very fair, as you can see right here. Not too much wind going on. So it seems like a perfect day for flight training. Engine starting up. I'm not seeing any planes inbound for landing, so this looks to be a free, clear runway. See if I can take a nice picture of this. And I see a plane inbound for landing. So let's also make sure we get that. Let's get both of them as well. So let's focus on the plane inbound for landing. Just saw it incoming. Yeah, and I'm presuming this is going to be the PH-GTT, and that's another a Piper PA-28140. Yeah, I'm getting a visual right now, so let's focus on that. There it is. Wind is starting to catch on. This guy or girl has it totally under control. There we go. PH KLQ actually. I think I was wrong there. Let's focus back on these guys. No, it's the wrong plane I just mentioned. It was a Aquila A1 A210. Just landing, I missed it. KLM is actually going ahead, going in front. Go. Very smooth. We have another plane inbound. That must be the GTT I just mentioned. There we go. Yep, PH GTT. Smooth touchdown, very good. Very nice indeed. Yep. Let's go back on this guy. I think he has a runway for himself. Yep, there he goes. I presume he's gonna stop first. Yep. So we actually have a viewer. That's always nice to see. But it might actually be the guys on training school in this building. So, hello. So I'm actually standing on a staircase of an old restaurant. It's the fire exit, so hopefully that's not be a problem. The restaurant actually went bankrupt during COVID. Now on the ground level floor, Transavia is actually having their flight school. And there are students hard at work within this building to get their license, I suppose. Another one incoming. Oh, the GTT just passing by here. Very nice. And there's another plane inbound for landing. So let's move over to that one. There it is. And there's another one in the back there, right there. So 3 planes in one shot. That's good. DEFZW. I don't have time to look up what that is, because there's already another plane coming. Well, might just be able to check real quick. Somehow busy all of a sudden. The plane that just landed was a Diamond DA20. The next one is already coming in. This must be the PHFLA, I suppose. Cessna Skyhawk 172. Coming in right now. So as soon as these planes all landed, because this must be the batch of planes that took off while I was still setting up. Is this the right one I just mentioned? No, it's not. This is the EHLE again. I think we just saw that before. You'll still need to get the hang of the... oh, it isn't touch and go. Okay, nice. Alright, don't know what happened there. Maybe that's just part of practice, I suppose. Which kind of makes sense. There's the next one inbound already. Where is it? There it is. It's a little hard to see at times with the sun on my monitor. This looks to be the Cessna. So I did some Microsoft Flight Simulator back in the day. I did do some training. This looks very familiar. EHLE. Touch and go as well. Very nice. All right. It's a lot busier than I thought it was going to be, which is nice. It's lots of things to see. Let me just plug in my camera again as well, because I forgot. This looks to be the KLM plane again. That just took off. Maybe it's a different one. Not sure. So maybe it's also a touch and go. That's a touch. But this looks to be, yep, that's a go. Full power. And go. Nice. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, the next one's also already inbound again. Coming in as we speak. So from my perspective, these planes are all making very short runs. It's part of their practice. Oh, I think the wind got under the plane. That's a touch. It's already on the far end of the runway. Don't worry though, there's enough space on this runway. No worries there. Is it gonna go again, or is it gonna stay on ground? Not sure. I lost it. This one seems to be just landing. Alright, so I prepared a ticker, which I should definitely turn on. I forgot as well. Things didn't really go the way I planned them to go. And there's another plane incoming as well already. Just need to talk to someone. They already left, okay. Next plane incoming already. Nice touch. Let's see if it will go again. Not sure. This is also nice. Oh, it's already passed. It was fast. There it is. VFC. VFC. It's a busy day here. Sports planes coming and going, but I think they're all part of this training school. There you go. Now this, to me, looks to be a Cessna, but I'm not sure. Is this one of those? Oh, there's another plane in the back there. Look at that. Yeah, I can see on the 80, on the flight radar thingy, that these planes are all making very short runs. But yeah, compared to other like airport streams on Amsterdam or Heathrow or LAX, it's nice to have something else to see instead of just Boeings and Airbuses. EHLE, landing right now. So I want to check if this actually is a Cessna, because I want to learn about these planes. EHLE. Let's double check that real quick. Oh, just messed around with my tripod. Pardon me. There's another plane incoming already again, but I want to check real quick what we just saw. EHLE. So yeah, that's actually correct. It says now 172 Skyhawk. I remember that flying that from Microsoft Flight Simulator. And if you're watching in chat, just say hello. Next plane. Coming in hot. This is the PHKAX, I suppose, again. Yep, this is the KLM one. Just took off again and touch and go. Making another attempt here. Nice, very early touch. Is it gonna go again? Yes, it is. Full throttle. Very nice. And there it goes. Lovely. So I'm not seeing any new planes incoming, so this gives me some time to put in the ticker. Not seeing any new planes incoming right now. There is one plane in the distance right now that I'm just going to focus on for a little bit. Let's see if we can focus on it. Come on, there we go. Oh, there's two actually. Those are the ones that just landed. Looked to be one plane from a distance, but it is actually two. Let's see if this is any good. So I'm just working on my scene collection, so to say, while we are live, which is fine with me. So there we have a nice ticker, which we're actually going to put on the bottom. There we go. Hello everyone, live from Lelystad Airport. This is Tip of the Wing TV. We just missed a KLM. This is the PHKAX landing again. No touch and go this time. It's actually taxiing for parking, I suppose. So this might mean that we're actually going to have a quiet time in terms of traffic. We need to be on the lookout for stuff coming in. I might actually want to change the font to white. It's much better. Yeah, much better. So one thing I've always been amazed by is with these airport live streams is how do people actually go to the bathroom, right? So what I did is before I left, I went to the bathroom. I'm reducing my liquid intake right now, just to make sure I don't have to pee halfway through the stream. We started late today, so it's so as you can see, we should be able to see in the ticker. It's 3:45 where we are actually from, here on Lelystad Airport. So the end of the day is coming in, I suppose. Maybe there's we can see a flight radar if there's any more flights inbound for Lelystad Airport. I thought there was some. So we have an arrival planned from Groningen. The DH40. And if I'm not mistaken, that's also a Diamond aircraft. Yep, Diamond DA40. So we have one inbound at 6:10, but I'm sadly no longer be streaming. I will no longer be streaming by that time. There's trafficking. There's taxi traffic going on all the way there in the back. Yeah, they're putting away the planes. So I think practice hour is over, so to say. Let's see if there's any more planes incoming. see if we can make this look a little nicer. How does this work? Nope. Do it like this. It's better. So I'm not seeing any new planes inbound or anything. As I mentioned before, this is a very quiet airport. Not so much activity going on. But it's nice to see sports planes instead of always seeing Airbuses and Boeing, so I don't really mind. We're just here to have a nice time. We have a plane on top of us right now. Let's see if we can focus on that. It's going to be hard to see. Where is it? This is going to be very hard to see. Oh boy. No, there's no way I can track that right now. Not with the experience I have just yet. Sorry about that. I also messed up my stand. So I'm still hearing some engine noises. Not sure where they are coming from. Might as well take a few more pictures. There's one more plane incoming. Nice. Why is my photo camera not focusing like at all? Maybe because I was not seated. So one more plane incoming. And my camera is not seeing it at all. I mean my photo camera. So let's just track it with the video camera. This seems to be the PHGIS Sugata TB9. And the GTT is also moving. It's taxiing back to the parking lot, I suppose. Oh no, it's actually gonna make a new start attempt. Nice. This is actually not the plane I just mentioned. This is the PHOHN. So I need to get hang of the way the flight radar thing works. This is the GTT. The plane that just touched down is actually doing a touch and go again, so still practicing. So for some reason I was not seeing it. Now I'm seeing it. Yeah. So it's also a yeah, Sokata. The PH-GTT is starting its engines again. Let's see what they are up to. If you're watching in chat, just make sure to say hello. I mean, if anything, this is just very good practice, right? It's actually a small plane taxiing out of the taxi park on my rear, so we actually might see some more action. Thought we were done for the day, but seems not. That's very nice. The PH-OHM is actually making a comeback after its touch and go. This might actually mean that the PH-GTT is waiting. I'm seeing PH-GIS on the radar, and I see it now visually as well. So it's actually going to go first, making a landing attempt. It's very far out still. Let's see if we can focus on it, if we can find it. There it is. Very nice. That means the GTT is going to have to wait for a little bit. The PH-USJ is also passing by just now. On the taxi runway here. As you can see, coming in the shot right now. So 3 planes in the shot right here. Well done. PH-GIS making a soft landing. Let's see if we will do a touch and go. I think it's actually ramping down its engines. Yes, it is. So he might be done for the day. Sokata TB9 Tampico, origin from here in the Netherlands based. coming in hot right now. The next plane. Very nice. PH-GTT taxiing onto the runway right now. There we go. Up in the air. So maybe we have some time to look up some information on this plane. So I think I remember it being the PHUJS. Let's see if my camera, photo camera can focus on it. Yes, it can. I need to make some pictures for thumbnails, because this is actually a thing, right? Looks like they're going over their flight plans. I'm not seeing any planes incoming, so I think they're just going over their flight plan. So PHGTT should be in the air right now. Let's see if we can find it on the radar. Yes, we actually can. Currently on 1600 feet, making a right-hand turn. Which is not the plane we're looking at right now. But the air seems, yeah, the sky seems clear enough for this plane to take all the time he wants. There he goes. I think they're ready. PHUSJ. I mixed those letters up. Right, there he goes. Nice. So let's look up some information about that plane. PHUSJ from Lelystad. Diamond Katana DV20. So as we do this more often, I will actually learn more about these planes. Hopefully I will get to know these planes by from the top of my head, right? That should be nice. So PHGTT should also still be in the air. Let's look if we can find where he's at now. So PHGTT is currently over Nijkerk and Zeewolde. Already making a return approach, I think. And PHUSJ made a very sharp turn to the left. I think he's heading straight back to do another stop and go or something. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna buy a chair. I mean, standing this whole time, it's not impossible, but it's a little tough. I will admit. Yeah, if you're watching the channel, very much appreciate it. We try to make an entertaining stream here, which is a nice deviation from all these other live streams from aircraft. I mean, what's the word? Airports. With all their Boeings and Airbuses. This is mainly a sports plane airfield. We've been live now for almost an hour. I have big respects for the streamers that do this for 7-8 hours a day. It's amazing. Very impressive. To be able to do this for such a long time, right? meantime, we can have a nice look at this guy. This must be a torenvalk, as we say in the Netherlands. Oh wait. I'm sorry, my mic was not turned on. This must be a torenvalk. It's just left. I'm hearing something approaching. Let's see if we can find it. What it must be. PHZYS is actually incoming. I suppose it's actually going to land here. This is interesting. A Diamond DA50 Magnum seems to be incoming from what airport? Vreden Airport, Germany. Flugplatz Stadtlohn Vreden. It's very close by. No word on if it's actually incoming for landing here, but it seems to be. And I presume it's going to show itself within a minute or so. It seems to be going into in a downward trajectory. Currently on flight level 100, 800 feet. It's definitely seems to be landing. I'm not seeing it with my naked eye just yet. It's definitely incoming. 750 feet altitude. Can I get a visual? All the way from Germany. And I think I have a no, I thought I had a visual, but not yet. Must be very close already. PHZYS Diamond DA50 Magnum incoming on Lelystad Airport. There it is. I have a visual. Yeah. Let me take you to it. Little black spot. There it is. Very nice. This is probably a little bigger airplane than the rest that we saw today. So this is a nice nice change. I think this is one of the planes that I saw earlier here on the airfield, which was very good looking. Like I said before, I'm still learning about all these different types of models. Oops. This looks to be a very handsome plane. All the way from Germany, Vreden. Very nice. Nice. A good looking airplane right there. Let's see if we can follow it a little further, because I presume this is gonna make a taxiing and parking attempt. Please focus. Sorry about that. Nice. So I'm shooting through glass planes here, which is not ideal, but at least it's something. Nice. Let's see what else is coming. question is, was that plane also showing up on flight radar, yes or no? Yes, it was. So this is clearly, oh, it was coming from Stadlohn. Airplane, airfield code QEV. So we were not expecting this, which is weird because it was not showing up on the arrivals earlier. Might have been me. So if I look onto flight radar and its arrivals, then we have PHGTT estimated to land on 4:55. But for some reason this this DA50 was not showing up. So that came a little unexpected for me. I'm still learning on the way this works. But it was nice. Nice to see. German visitor all the way from Stadlohn, if I'm correct. Alright. Very nice. There's actually a plane nearby all the way from Texel, currently flying over Almere, the PH-ACX, a Diamond DA-20. But I'm not sure, it doesn't seem to, doesn't look like it's gonna land here. So the PHGTT is currently just over Kampen, or Ens to be exact. Still quite a few miles out. I'm not expecting it to land anytime soon. And we have PHUSG that we saw taking off just a few minutes ago. Currently over Hattem and Wezep, approaching Zwolle. We do have an EasyJet plane coming overhead right now. Let's see if we can see that. It's gonna be difficult for me to spot, also because it's quite fast. There it is. That might have actually took off from Schiphol Airport, I suppose. Let's see if we can see some information about that. Still in the sky there. It's from Austria. Airbus A320neo. Now it's approaching Amsterdam actually. So if AMS Live is online right now, it should be coming in real soon. So the DA50 is also showing up on flight radar. Oh no, it's gone now. Okay, never mind. wind is starting to catch on. Wind speeds are increasing, even though it's not showing up on the ticker. Maybe just change direction a little bit because I'm in the wind now. We do have a PHEJM in the vicinity. I'm not sure if it's going to make a Lelystad landing. It originated from Apeldoorn Airport. Wait. No, I'm not saying that correctly. Yeah, vliegveld Teugen Airport. So I presume it's going to land there as well, just a recreational flight, but definitely in the vicinity. Currently on 1100 feet. Should be showing itself quite soon here in the northwest. So I'm just going to turn my camera here, see if we can find it. Should be showing up somewhere over here. It's not flying very low. I mean, not flying very high, so I should be able to see that pretty easily. I am wearing glasses, so not ideal. It's actually quite close now. Oh yeah, there it is. It's coming over. Should be here somewhere. There it is. The DA-40 passing by. Smile and wave, boys. Doesn't seem to be making a landing attempt here, but who knows? Let's keep an eye out for that.
Wat doe je?
PHGT also seems to be coming back. Yeah, it actually seems like EGM is actually landing. The DA-40, it's making a turnaround. Hi, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, there it is. It's actually going to land. Should be somewhere in this shot. Seeing it with the naked eye, but not just yet with the camera. There it is. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. All the way from vliegveld Teugen. Another visitor to Lelystad Airport. Another DA-20. If I'm correct, or DA-40, one of the two. There we go. Nice. Some friendly visitors here downstairs. Yeah, that was a DA40. And now we have PH GTT also coming in with the
Wat doe je?
Piper PA28. Ik ben aan het filmen. Piper PA28 140 or 150 or 160 or 180. Doesn't say. Currently on 2,900 feet.
Vliegveld, vliegveld.
Doing 100 knots. It's not showing any descent as of yet. But looking at its flight trajectory, I'm pretty sure it's going to make a landing attempt. So we'll just have to keep an eye out for that.
Als het dan.
Another EasyJet plane going overhead. Boeing 737 MAX. Let's try to make a shot of that. Right there.
Op een foto kijk daar.
Probably going to Amsterdam Airport. Behind the clouds now. And we have another plane coming in, taxiing. Maybe stopping for fuel. Yeah, the Piper PA28 is actually descending now to 1,600 feet, making a Lelystad airport approach. Should be coming in on a visual in around 2 to 3 minutes. Currently on 1,400 feet.
Wel voorzichtig, hè? Taya?
Daar is de plek.
Maar.
Daar is de plek, mama.
Saying it on the plane, it's a DA40 TDI.
Hij gaat er voorin.
Ja, voorin.
You learn something every day, I suppose.
Mogelijk ik nu wel lang als daar niet mee.
Niet schrikken.
Wat?
Wat zeg je? Stik het ook, ja. Ja?
We have a visual on the Piper PA28. PH GTT that we saw take off just like a half an hour ago. Oh, it's actually speeding up again, making another attempt. Full throttle, gaining altitude. So we'll probably see this one again in a few more minutes. Not sure what happened there, but that's okay. Hearing another plane. Must be the same DA20, Piper PA-28, I suppose. Making a new approach attempt. The Diamond DA40 all tanked up, probably making a return to the taxi hangars. do have a DA40 incoming planned on all the way from Groningen, scheduled to arrive on 5:10. So that's just around half an hour from now. Let's see if we can see that on flight radar. Just took off from Groningen Airport. The Piper PA-28 is doing a big turnaround, so to say. Again, all the way on 3,000 feet right now. Still has not made its left-hand turn back approach to Lelystad Airport. So in the meantime, we'll just keep our eyes on this Diamond DA40 in front of us. I'm just noticing this red plane in the distance, which I've not seen yet, I think. Yeah, they're working on it right now. This also looks to be a Cessna, a Skyhawk. Let's keep our eye on that as well, to make sure that we catch it when it starts off. Might do a late afternoon trip. DA40 starting up its engines. Piper DA28 making a new attempt to land. Just at the tip of Flevoland right now. Just turned around 180 degrees to make a new approach onto Lelystad Airport for landing. Expecting it in around 5 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to follow this DA40 while taxis after, I presume, some fuel tanking. Oh, it's going for a trip. Nice. So it's going to be tough if it's going to take off before the DA28 is going to land, or after. If it has to wait for the Piper PA28 to land, then it's going to be on the taxiway for a while. So I hope it will be able to take off before. Let's take a closer look. And let's see if it has to wait or not. Piper PA28 still roughly 3 minutes out, so I would say it would have a clear runway. Seeing how crowded it was just like an hour ago. Probably still discussing its flight path currently with the ATC. Really hoping to get my hand on one of those ATC scanners really quick, so we can actually listen into the tower and listen to what's going on. For now, first stream of the channel. Let's start with the basics and actually get a little hang of this, right? DA40 still waiting on the runway on the side of the taxiway. No visual yet of the Piper PA28 incoming PHGTT call sign. We do have an Airbus A220 over our heads right now from Latvia, currently on 10,000 feet. We're gonna keep an eye on this DA40 in front of us for now. So if I were them, I would have checked. Oh no, it's going. So it has a clear runway. Yep. So no need for it to wait on the Piper PA28, I presume. Let's hear those engines roar. Well, engine. It's just one. we go. Full throttle. So there's currently no way for me to tell actually where this plane is going. So we could keep an eye out on it to see where it goes. And we have takeoff. Very smooth. Almost no wind anymore. Sorry for the focus. Very nice. So we have some viewers in chat. Say hello. I really appreciate that. Tell me who you are, where you're from, where you're looking from, and if you like what you see. A like would be much appreciated. So we are here on Lelystad Airport, which is currently not being used for commercial flights. It's just sports flights. The airport has been prepared though to function as an extension of Schiphol. Oh wait, there's GTT, of course, incoming right now. We almost missed it. Shit. There it is, the Piper PA-28 that I talked about the whole time, actually now landing. It's doing its second attempt to land because the first one failed, had to turn around. And it's still not touching the ground, so this is... Yeah, there we go. It has touched down, okay. So it was having some issues prior, which forced it to actually throttle up again and make a second attempt. My camera loses focus behind these glass planes, so sorry about that. But now it actually made a successful landing attempt. Very well. And also PHUSJ still inbound after a very long flight over Deventer. Currently on 2100 feet, making a few turns and swirls around Kampen. Must be enjoying their flight. Oh, we actually have the plane that I talked about earlier now on the taxiway. Let's see what we have here. Please focus, camera. This is PHRO. It looks like a Skyhawk, Cessna. Let's see what we can find about this airplane. PHIRO. Let's see if it's showing itself on the radar. Not yet. So I have no exact details on this plane just yet, but we will be able to see more detail as soon as it takes off. Becomes part of the flight data. So I know there's some people in chat right now watching this stream. Very much appreciate it. So if you would be so kind to press that like button, that really helps the channel. We'll be doing this more often. Something tells me this is a Cessna Skyhawk. And PHGTT, the I think it's a DA-20, just passing by on the taxiway after a successful landing. Well done. Part of flight school, probably. Let's see where it goes. Maybe it's gonna park, maybe it's gonna go for another run. Who knows? The Cessna seems to be ramping up its engines, so let's take a closer look at that. The runway should be clear. Yep, checking flaps, checking wings, checking controls. Pre-flight check. Again, ramping up its engines anytime now. And the DA-20 in the distance just turned off its engines, parked alongside the runway. Alongside the taxiway. So he's not coming back, he's done for the day, so it seems. Hello Leetje. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Much appreciated. Cessna ramping up its engines again. For the third time, so third time's a charm, I suppose. Well, the Skyhawk is still performing some pre-flight checks. We can take a look at this plane in the distance here. I'm not sure if this is still the DA-20, but no, this is not the... Yeah, this is the DA-20 GTT that we just saw land. They're putting it back into the hangar. So yeah, it's definitely done for today. So this plane also might just be part of the academy, so to say, where pilots take lessons. We've seen a lot of planes come and go. We've even seen planes touch and go, so touching the runway and then ramping their engines up back again just to continue the flight instead of landing. So this Cessna also could be very well part of that, which might explain the duration of the pre-flight checks, so to say. No pressure, safety first. We are enjoying a nice weather, 16.4 degrees with some clouds, but all in all, very nice weather. Not too much wind. Let's see if we can take a photo of this plane while it's on the runway. Yeah, it's moving. There we go. Taxiing onto the runway. A rolling start. And it's off the ground very early. Very well done. It's very hard for me to follow this plane while I'm doing a 180 degrees turn with my camera. It's gone for me. Can't really see it anymore. Apologies for that. But I had a successful takeoff. Very well. Yeah, the funny thing about flight radar is, I'll just do this in Dutch because I know who's watching. Leetje, we kijken op flight radar, maar niet alle sportvliegtuigen zijn te zien op flight radar. Dus ik heb een andere website die ik gebruik. Die heb ik geleerd van iemand die hier een keertje langs de kant liep. En dat is de ADSB Exchange. Ik heb hem nu gelinkt in de chat. En daar zijn de meeste sportvliegtuigen wel op te zien, zodra ze opstijgen. Als ze langs de kant staan niet. So if you follow that link in chat, you can actually see a lot more planes than you can on flight radar, because flight radar mostly focuses on all the commercial flights. and not all sports planes are actually on flight radar. But they are on ADS-B. So I'll be honest, it's quite quiet in the air around Lelystad Airport. We do have PHDAL that just took off from Lelystad Airport, currently flying over Huizen to Bunschoten Spakenburg. So this seemed to be a fun flight, so to say. They added some fuel to their plane and took off quite rapidly. And let's keep an eye on that plane to see where it goes. PHIRO, it is a Cessna 172 Skyhawk, like I presumed, like I thought. Currently making a southeastern approach richting Harderwijk. I will keep an eye out for that one as well. I strongly anticipate that this plane will land back on Lelystad Airport. Zeker.
Nice.
Kijken, wel 2 uur live.
Nou, ben benieuwd.
En wat kijkers hier en daar, dus mag niet klagen.
Nee.
Maar nog geen geel autootje gezien.
Spotters vinden het ook heel leuk hoor.
Ja, dat is te gek. Ja,
Je hebt alleen aan spotters heb je echt wel een heel breed platform.
ja, nou, ik hoop het.
En geloof me, dan heb je er echt duidelijk zoveel van.
Ja,
Dat is echt dat je denkt bij jezelf, hè?
maar ja, het zijn meestal fotografen.
Ja.
Maar
Maar toch vinden ze het leuk om naar van die streams te kijken. Want dan denken ze, hé, wacht even.
ja,
En ook als ze er niet bij kunnen zijn met spotten.
ja.
Dat is echt leuk hoor.
Maar dan heb je echt met Lelystad echt een leuke onderscheid ten opzichte van al die commerciële vluchten.
Ja.
Ja.
Ik ben alleen super verbaasd dat er nog niemand geweest is.
Vorige week was ik hier ook.
Echt?
Ja. Toen had ik al zoiets van, nou ja, misschien komt het. Maar meestal trek je wel aandacht, inderdaad. Ik had heel veel voorbijgangers. Iedereen vraagt of het restaurant nog open is. Ongelooflijk.
Ja, het is echt bizar.
Ja, echt.
Ik heb al 100.000 keer gevraagd of die kip wordt nog gedaan.
Ja, precies. Dat schept hele slechte verwachtingen.
Ja, echt.
Ja.
De restaurants zijn 2 jaar dicht.
Ja.
In zomer zijn we er echt gewoon alleen maar zo ontzettend druk mee.
Om mensen weg te houden.
Om gewoon te zeggen gezond te zijn.
Ja.
Ik zat naar de natuurreservaat.
Ja, oké. Ja.
Super leuk. Er zit een HJ-restaurant aan het water. Is echt hartstikke mooi.
Oh ja, ja. Ja,
En maar belachelijk.
ja weet je wel hè.
Het enige vliegveld in Nederland zonder restaurant.
Ja, ja, god, ja.
Maar ja, ze hebben het zelf wel geregeld. Dus ja. Hey, fijne avond.
Hetzelfde, nog bedankt hè.
Joe.
Joe. I just turned off my mic there, but you could hear someone in the background talking to me, and that was actually the lady of the venue. She helped me out with some contact information to keep in touch with the airport managing director to make some arrangements about Tip of the Wing TV. So keeping an eye out in the sky, we do actually have a helicopter approaching. From Almere. I'm not sure if it's gonna just pass by or actually make a landing here. And also approaching is the Diamond DA-20. Currently on the coast of Flevoland near Lelystad. Not sure if it's already done with its flight because it's still pretty high up. Keep an eye out for that as well for landing. For now, the next best thing is going to be an Augusta AW139 helicopter, which actually took off from Amsterdam Airport, making an approach here. Richting, towards Lelystad. Let's see if we can see it. Might have to put my camera up a little bit higher. Let's actually do that. It's going to be a little annoying for the viewers, but bear with me, because putting our camera up a little higher might actually allow us to look over these glass planes. So sorry about this. I do have a visual, so let's see if we can zoom in with the camera. Yeah, I should be able to. There it is. I have no idea what its destination is. Could be Lelystad, could be anything else. Well, probably not Lelystad, because if it was going to land at Lelystad, it would not be making such an approach. So it's probably going to go a little further north. We can keep an eye on it on the radar. The Diamond DA20 PHUSJ does not seem to be making an approach just yet, so it's not done. It is passing by though, so we might be able to actually get it on camera. We do not have a visual, so it's a little bit too far out, I suppose. I actually do have a visual. It's very far away, but it's right there. Let's see if we can find it. It should be somewhere over here. No, that's a bird. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Yep, there it is. Definitely. My camera is having trouble focusing. There we go. Please focus. Please focus. So I don't seem to have a manual override on the control ring on this camera, sadly. You can see it right there in the distance. So no, not making an approach just yet. Just have to wait for that. Oh, it's making a turnaround actually. Just made a hairpin. So it actually might be coming back for an approach. Something tells me that that might just be the last plane we're gonna see today. Well, maybe not. Let's see. We're just gonna give it 10 more minutes or so before we're gonna start packing up and call it quits for today. Yep, the DA20 is actually making an approach right now. There we go. Coming in hot. Very nice. We have another DA20 actually taxiing right now. Right there. Hopefully doing another takeoff. Let's keep our eyes on this one. Yep. Taxiing to make a an approach for the runway for takeoff. See if we can find some information about this plane. Might also be part of the academy here. PHKLD. City Hopper Fokker. Fokker 100. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Maybe the call sign was used before. If I'm reading this right, it just says PH. Oh, it's XLD. I think it says XLD. That also does not seem right. It's part of KLM. Very cute plane. I thought it was a Diamond DA20 or DA40. But it might be something else. I'm still learning here, so bear with me. Ramping up its engine. We have another plane inbound, ready for land. This is the Diamond DA20 PHUSJ incoming before this one can take off. Where is it? There it is. Having some issues stabilizing, but well done. Very late touchdown. Ah, off camera. Thijs Schouten, thank you for watching. Very good, awesome. And also know Bart's watching, so hello Bart. Thank you for watching the stream. If you want to help out, press the like button. That will really push my stream forward. Be very helpful, thank you very much. Still waiting for this, what I thought it was a Diamond DA20, doing its pre-flight checks before taking off. It's been on the side of the runway for quite a few minutes now. And checking the radar, I'm not seeing any approaching planes just yet. So the runway should be all clear. Hello Bart. I think my screen just went black for a few seconds. I was saving my project file. Sorry about that. Like I said, still getting the hang of this. This is all very new. Oh, I just missed a plane landing. I'm sorry about that. What happened here? It was not showing up on the radar. Which one is this? What is this, the USJ? Oh, I'm sorry about that. I totally missed that one. I was being distracted. Clearly. The other plane is now making its way onto the runway. So it was definitely waiting for this one to land. I think my flight radar was out of date. So it's gonna do a rolling start, or no? No, it's gonna make a stop first. There we go. It's kind of busy all of a sudden after minutes of not much activity. So let's keep an eye out for this call sign. It's PHXLQ, that was it. Ah, that's why we couldn't find it. Ah, very nice early takeoff, which allows me to be able to track this plane much longer before it gets out of my view. Nice. I also have to do a 180 around my camera. There we go, very well. Let's see where the other plane went. It passed us by in the same direction the plane took off, so it's out of our sight. Right, very well. So yeah, part of this stream is experimenting with some equipment that I had lying around, which the headset is part of. I'm glad to hear that some people find this sound to be quite alright. So maybe it's a keeper. It sounds very bad for me. So maybe it's a headset. So it's a microphone and a headphone in one. and it sounds extremely bad on my ears. But if it sounds good for you, then it means the microphone is okay, and it's okay for me for now. I might change it later, but for now it's okay. So yeah, this is the first stream of the channel. Yeah, Thijs is also saying sound is okay. All right, awesome. I really glad to hear that. I am planning to change some equipment out. Thijs, I also did some experiments with your lens, which is actually in my hands right now on my photo camera. So I tried this EF 100 to 400 lens that I borrowed from you. Thank you very much. Again, I tried it out on my C100, my Canon EOS C100. But it was not a big success because it was just hunting for focus extremely badly. Probably because it's a big sensor lens, and probably because the C100 is a Super 35 sensor with not the best autofocus in the world. But that combination really did not work very well. What actually is nice to see is that the 400 millimeters that is actually part of this lens is actually a nice focal length. But my camcorder also has this 400 millimeters. So that range is actually quite nice, and what I'll be looking for if I ever want to change out equipment. The funny thing about this camera that you're looking through right now, it's a 4K camera, but I'm using it as a 1080p camera, which allows the sensor to zoom in digitally from 4K to full HD, which gives me an extra bit of zoom range, which is actually very handy in this situation. So yeah, I've decided to stick with the camcorders for now. Image quality is okay-ish. It's not the best. I'm very well aware of that. So Bart and I maybe should have a talk about that sometime soon. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this. It's a one camera setup just now. I have also spoken to some people from the airport who might be willing to cooperate and give me an opportunity to get a better location, because the current location is okay, but I have very limited space here where I'm standing right now, and having a better spot actually might work a little better, which also would allow me to use more cameras. So yeah, let's hope we can make this stream a little bit better every time we get back here. Just gonna check the flight radar to see if anything else is approaching. Just need to there's actually, there's one approaching right now. PHDAL that we saw, the DA40 that we saw take off, that tanked in front of us, that refueled in front of us, I should say. Now landing. Please focus. Please focus. There we go. Yeah. So they had a nice little trip around Gelderland, I think. Must have been recreational. And this is gonna mark our final landing of the stream. Nice touchdown, very smooth, very well done. All right, so with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. It's closing time for me right now. My name is Peter. If you liked it, what you saw, then I would appreciate a like on the channel, maybe even a subscribe. That would be good. Thijs is saying IQ is fine if you ask me, and bad to hear that the 100-400 did not work out, but good to try. Yes, definitely. Sound is okay in IQ. I mean, I think you mean EQ. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna check back on this stream and check what it sounded like, what it looked like, and take my learnings from that. Yeah, with that being said, I really enjoy everyone watching the stream. Bye Bart, bye Thijs, bye Lelystad. Thank you all for watching, and if you press that subscribe button, you will be notified when you are on YouTube and I'm live, so that will help some recurring visits on the channel, so that will definitely help me out as well. Thank you very much. Till next time. Bye bye.